Hiya, I wanted to talk to you about Shameless. I don't know if you can get it in America, but over here it's a really, really good show. It's one of the ones which kicked off both James McAvoy and his wife's careers. You know, they were two of the main things that spurred them on. It's basically, the story plot is, there's this family who live on an estate in Manchester, and basically their dad is a drunk who basically doesn't look after them at all, and their mum is run off somewhere and we don't know where she is. That is how the first ever season started. You know, the eldest sister is having to look after all her brothers and sisters. The eldest sister's name's Fiona, and there's 6, something like that. But this is how it starts, this bottom picture. And there's James McAvoy over there. And he goes out with Fiona, who's the older sister. That's the dad in the middle. That's Ian. He's the second eldest boy. Down here's the eldest son. This is Liam, the youngest. Carl and Debbie. These two are the neighbours, Veronica and Kev over there. See two. And Veronica's best friends with Fiona. Frank then goes out with Sheila. Now she has a bit of mental problems, but the reason he's going out with her is because she has a nice house and she has a lot of money. Yeah? Following me so far? This is going to get even more complicated, trust me. So that's that family. Ian is gay. This son, he's gay, and he is sleeping with Cash. Now Cash has a family and a wife, and he's a Muslim. His wife is like strict Muslim doctrine. She finds out he's gay in like seasons 2 or 3 or something like that, and basically says it's okay, it's fine, as long as you don't do it until I'm pregnant again. Fair play, you know, you can do what you want. So she doesn't really kick off about it. In seasons 1, I think, Kelly, which I'm just going to change pictures now, this woman, this blonde woman, that's Sheila's daughter. And she, while Frank and Sheila are together, sleeps with Frank. Why? I have no idea. But Kelly is meant to be going out with Lip. This is Lip down here. Right? Follow me so far? She's meant to be going out with Lip. Now they all break up and everything, but Sheila and Frank get married and they have twins. So that brings the kid total up to 8. Brings the sum total of the kids up to 8. Or Frank's kids up to 8. Steve steals cars for a living. That's James McAvoy's character. He steals cars for a living and gets caught in this whole drug thing, and he's not dealing drugs, but he brings cars over, and he gets done for that. So him and Fiona leave and go to Amsterdam, I think. Leave and run off to Amsterdam, and that's where they've been living ever since, with a child which isn't James McAvoy's character's. It's another man's, because he left for a little while and came back for her. Yeah, that's where them two characters are. They haven't come back since. Kev and Veronica then get done for trying to steal a baby, because they really want a baby from a different country, and then they go to jail. They're out of it. Lip. Ian tries to keep his gay secret by pretending his girlfriend is Mandy Maguire. Now that's Mandy Maguire down there, looking all a bit hard on the floor there, yep. Now he pretends goes out with her, but instead of Ian sleeping with her, Lip does. Alright, on a regular basis, just to make it look authentic. Now, Mandy Maguire then becomes pregnant. She decides to keep the baby, so they have a daughter together. They try and make it work. You know, she's moved into the Gallagher household. These are the Gallaghers, by the way. Moved into the Gallagher household. Everything's fine and dandy. He then goes off to university, comes back, and it finds out that he's had some girl on the go at the same time. So they break up. Right? Now, Mandy, about a season after Mandy enters, we get introduced to the Maguire family, and they are basically high drug dealers, you know, high up on the drug dealers kind of spectrum. You know, they're big old gangsters. You do not want to mess with the Maguire, trust me. Right? These are the Maguires. Paddy Maguire, who's the father, Mimi Maguire, Mandy, Mickey Maguire, who's gay but is keeping it from everyone, Shane Maguire, and Jamie Maguire, who's the golden boy. Now Jamie Maguire comes back, and it turns out that he has been in jail for murder. And when he gets out, as soon as he comes out, he then kills 3 more people. He doesn't get caught for it because they are after his dad, obviously, because they want his patches, yeah, where he sells his drugs. Now they're all in the family business. Jamie then gets together with Karen, and they get married. Yeah, which is where we're up to. Kelly, this is Kelly over here. She is a prostitute, and she goes out with Shane. In the end, they got married. But Kelly is Kev's. Remember the next door neighbours back when? Kev's sister. It's all a bit complicated. Trust me. I love the Maguire family because they're just so one for each other. You know, anyone's in trouble, they're there. Doesn't matter. Mandy starts going out with a guy called Joe. This is Joe over here. Now he is a very aggressive character, and he beats Mandy when he's with her. Jamie then finds out and puts Joe in hospital. You know, you do not mess with the Maguire, blah 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 blah. Mimi then takes the rap for that. She goes to jail. Mandy says she'll go back out with him to stop Mimi going away for such a long time. They get back together, but all this time this is happening. But Kelly and Joe where are they? Over here. Kelly and Joe are having an affair behind Jamie's back. She then gets pregnant, and we don't know positively whether it's Joe's or Jamie's. Joe delivers it though. Delivers the baby. Mandy dies in an explosion. Her dad got kidnapped by this weird woman whose daughter died of a heroin overdose that apparently Paddy sold her. She then goes to the person's house, not knowing. She then gets blown up. Paddy obviously feels absolutely dreadful about this, and it ruins their marriage. These two. Ooh. There. Mimi and Paddy's, the relationship ruins it. They get a divorce. Meanwhile, back in the Gallagher household, Frank's wife comes back. Sheila leaves, and Frank's wife comes back with her lesbian lover. And basically not much happens. They get Frank and Monica, Frank's wife, get back together, and they have a baby called Stella. Like the beer, but they say that's not the reason, but whatever. With Stella, called Stella. And Lip's obviously at university, so he's left, Fiona's left. So basically we've got Ian, Carl, Liam, and Debbie. Debbie's basically looking after the family because Monica's no help. Frank's still there. Ignore this woman over here, she doesn't really mean anything. Yeah. Now Carl, after Monica leaves again, and so does Norma, lesbian lover, leaves again, Maxine comes on the picture. Now Maxine's down here, this one, next to my other fingers. This one, ooh, that one. Maxine comes back, and she is Debbie's best friend. You know, they do everything together. She starts sleeping with Carl, this one, and then she changes her mind and starts sleeping with Ian. Now remember when I said Ian was gay? Well, he is. He still likes men, but he's just going out with Maxine. Which caused a bit of a rift between the two, you know, because Carl was going to ask her to marry him. She had an abortion of Carl's baby. And that's basically where we're up to. There's a lot of swearing, and there's a lot of drug taking, fights. You know, it's not for the delicate, not at all. But it's a good show, and I've just watched it all the way from the beginning to the end, and I've really, really enjoyed it. I recommend it. You can get it on TV Duck if you live in America, and you can't get it on Channel 4. So check it out.